cricket, with other sporting discipline them, plus policy statements them.
Having overt conflict that will affect the sport, the legislation gives us the powers to deregister you.
And international sports news, fixture, and result from top league them na Euro. So, for just 45 minutes every day, listen to Sport Update Extra on Radio Democracy 98.1 FM from 10 o'clock morning to 10:45 as you self will get the chance for add your voice to the program.
Of the program Sports Update Extra, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. And I'm Jaffa Davis for this edition, and today inside this edition of the program, Fambul, they look at recent activities of the Salon Football Association under the new presidency with Babadi Kamara, and also we will continue for giving more updates on different things that will happen inside the international scene, plus results and fixtures them for the Europe Premier League after match week 27. So not gonna say, and the number we go use for be part of this edition now 077-981-981. The number again 077-981-981. Or you can join the conversation on Radio Democracy social media platform on we Facebook and on we YouTube page. Also, I cable for use the comment section for add the voice to the different things they will look at inside this edition of the program Sports Update Extra. And I'm Jaffa Davis for this edition, and with me in the studio I get Alfred Jana with me. Alfred, good morning and welcome to this edition.
Good morning, Jaffa. Good morning, listeners and viewers.
Yes, I believe you get fine time this weekend.
Definitely. Yeah. As you can see, my voice alone first already don't show.
Okay, but then we'll start for look at issue them. Members say cable for be part of the program. By way how you go use the number 077-981-981. The number again 077-981-981. Now the number we go use for add the voice to the different thing they will look at inside this edition of the program. For add the voice to the different thing them we will only look at inside the program midday show. And don't forget, say you can be part of the program by way how you go add the voice to the social media page them where this program the stream live na the social media platform them on Facebook and on YouTube, and you can able to be part of this edition in the platform. Then the quick one inside this edition of the program will go na we'll start for look at issue them we get for do with football this time from the Salon Football Association, who say the president for the Salon Football Association, Babadi Kamara, don't turn the tea over for bill 435 seater pavilion with scoreboard na the SLFA Football Academy and na the Football Academy as part of the effort for improved football facility will cost over $200,000. He took this way go Tom Doty for build this pavilion at the Football Academy. Reporter Musa Kamara be part of this and we put this report together.
President and the executive committee member them of the Salon Football Association don't turn Doty over for bill $244,000 pavilion at the Salon Football Academy King Tom Freeton. With this according to Babadi Kamara, President Salon Football Association, na donation from him to football development.
Sierra Leone Football Association Academy is going to have a 435 capacity pavilion donated on behalf of the executive committee to the people of Sierra Leone. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Babadi Kamara same way so announced the next project where na the new office for SLFA.
Ladies and gentlemen, without much ado, I want to pronounce to you that Sierra Leone Football Association, with the help of FIFA, CAF, and the government of Sierra Leone, have acquired a new headquarters. The minimum lifespan of this project is 50 years.
But what thing will happen to the current SLFA office where they did now? After we then go down transfer at the new office at the end of the year.
This place will only serve as technical center for football. But that one we should call the headquarters of Sierra Leone football is going to match regional federations.
Talent development key na the game. We make Babadi Kamara say the FA they work now with FIFA for implement the pilot phase of the FIFA Arena project. When I for develop football facility na school them, would that then go benefit from the pilot phase and why? Babadi Kamara explain.
Yes, the Bow School is only school with a definite article. The Bow School. The second beneficiary school is the Albert Academy. You may want to know why not St. Edwards. I mean, they are our neighbors. St. Edwards are having a project to construct a full 68 by 105 meter football pitch. Even in that, our input is going to be there. But you will know when the time comes.
How these projects they work, Babadi again.
Gentlemen, the FIFA Arena project, this is a pilot phase. If we achieve this based on their specification, then we have the right to apply for more so that more schools will benefit. But for this pilot phase, I want to say that there are issues involved in you having the FIFA Arena. It's a two-component project. The school will fund one component and FIFA will fund the other component. What does the school do? They are responsible for the construction of the sub-base. When we did inquiries from Liberia, the minimum amount you can spend to construct a sub-base is $40,000. So a school has to be prepared to pay that money. If they are not paying it to us, we hire the contractor, the contractor will send the contractor to them, they work with the contractor. There is no money transaction between we and the school. They pay their contractor directly.
All this according to the Minister of Sport, Augusta James Tema, go help government for achieve the 5-game big changer them, especially the human capital development.
But what I want to emphasize here today is that you are within the parameters of government. The 5 big changes that government is emphasizing. You as an association in football is giving us the result. And I want to thank you very much here.
Augusta James Tema end up for pledge government commitment for work with different stakeholders them for develop sports. For Radio Democracy, Musa Kamara, the reports.
Well, from that report, say the program Sports Update Extra, they continue 077981981 at the number you use. We still get Alfred Jana between at the program. Alfred, massive development stride from the Salon Football Association. One for start with a pavilion and also complement other things that we don't happen at different now on school and all Edwards and also for build pitch and other side. All of these, what you make up of them?
That's now a big achievement towards the sporting sector, because for make something like this could happen, it really take time. For instance, let me just look at the stadium, but that not be the case. We don't see now, they don't measure St. Edwards, whereas they get for come with more tough than for come for stadium.
No, then go Edwards with them project, because Edwards they build their own stadium, but then go help them. But then say they go do one for Albert Academy and Bow Ranger and the Bow School.
Well, you see, this now some of the things they was with the young for development will come, so that other if somebody self wants to for come inside for help in one for city starting. If you not start, how you go able for make if you don't do lobbying self. But if you don't see this now a move or a gesture where the government will make commitment, I believe it's a big one. And as well as we don't already see again at the academy playing field. Whereas they say they for actually go and they don't already actually put on 40,000 or
435 seats.
435 seater. With that again another big one Jaffa. Because not so all of the time before they use national stadium for they do other activities them. But if they see say they make some of them things there, so even some of the school activities them, the intersect, the inter-primary school or all of that things and else, therefore be done on another side else. But this was also now a big achievement and another kudos to the president, that is Babadi Kamara.
Yes, now also pay attention to one issue where many people be they think about, but particularly on the leadership of Babadi, many people don't be tagged about how any way if we don't meet except it count new projects. But I think say this one help for complement the pitch where in predecessor we don't make. this pavilion, because yes, the other one way then we don't make still they under construction and still not get headway on when it go done, but in don't start to move for redefine the field.
Well, some man gets in your perception how he see things else, but seeing Babadi Kamara actually trying for me was in complement the way team we don't meet before, that clearly shows that somebody way in the work with people's idea, and that's not a good one, because some man actually come inside and scrap that one the else, then come with your project or whatever thing else. But me and you together how they see things else. But that one I kudos to the man himself, Babadi Kamara, and we all know who that him be. Since being a chairman for Boy Rangers, now we don't can be a president. From Boy Rangers, we see what team they do. We see where he make the Bow Stadium, now the Southern Arena, and now somebody where now a result-oriented person else, where in the always they see for seeing the yarn for me for seeing see progress happen at a place. So now kudos to Ram and the entire sporting sector.
Okay, continue for still to Alfred. I'm going to turn our attention a bit on results that will happen for the Leoroc Premier League. As this weekend we get some very, very interesting results. Particularly at the downside, we see some teams them be able to get some big surprise in the results that we then get. We're going to take a look at the table in a bit, but then let's turn our attention to some of the full results then for match week 27. Match week 27 for this week, we see Luawa FC we not been sit on fine na the table able to get some massive one against Bantal FC this week by win by a single goal to 1, and that results they mean say Luawa FC don't come back away from the drop zone now. Then they 14th position. The title at the drop zone really more interesting now than the championship title, the championship race, because you see say the gap don't close up there, but Obaya it really very, very edgy. Very big result for Luawa FC. But then Star Sports Academy, 3 games on the spin, not able to record a victory. And this time they lost to Baibure at home now inside Local Town. Massive one for Baibure Warriors for Dongo, 4th position, and don't try for close the gap with Star Sports.
Well, Jaffa, now a big blow really to Starport Academy. Now let me just take a look at the table itself. All the Bodians do not play it.
If they don't play, just that they get a game at hand.
7 games.
They get a game at hand for play.
Definitely. So if them beat, they take the 2nd position, it will lead them to a total of 50 points. So that don't show how the league itself don't change.
Well, when I can say game at hand, not to point at hand, because the team wouldn't get for play also a very tough team and a fierce rival of all Edwardians, winner FC Calon, even though they not perform very well. But that game at Andy, now a game for them prepare also. But like we say, if they win, it can give them a point for go down second, for go close to the 1st position.
Yes, as you rightly say, when somebody say game at and not to points to already acquire, but 50% you don't acquire 50% again they at stake. It is either you draw or you lost them. So, but it's really getting tense, because right now we don't see Bow Rangers. They right now there.
They flying form and they go far.
Definitely 57 points. They lead right now Starport Academy by a margin of something like 9 points. But notwithstanding Jaffa, really as it is.
No, 10 points.
10 points. So you don't see the table itself is getting tense, and the league is getting tougher. So somebody go they say we don't see Starport Academy for me to be the favorite for winning, but no. Coming the game, don't they see all Edwardians? So let's say if they beat the game at hand, therefore be now 7 points difference with the first man. That is Bow Rangers.
Then 6 games go on left so now. For all the Edwardians, 7 games go left. We mean say in 7 games, if they're able to get 3 points in all of the one a day, they're able to put more pressure on Bow Rangers.
Anything can happen in football. We see recent, of course, just concluded Premier League. City be actually the one after Arsenal. But as time goes on, it happen. They come say to the last game, say they lost some. Let's just say table turn. Done Bo Rangers, the last 4 or 5 games they lost all. Then we see say all Edwardians don't they beat the remaining matches there. What think will happen? They will go at the first position. So it's just a matter for us to really see. But really the match, the table, the league is getting tougher day by day. How do they play every day?
Okay, let's look at another result again for match week 27. Bo Rangers used their home advantage for getting 2-0 victory against Ports Authority, and that one of the difference will make the point tally between them and Star Sport Academy. They at 10 point difference. Eastern Lions, courtesy of Suleiman Sisse. Sulaiman, the player in number 9 jersey, be able to get a victory against Wusum Stars at home by 3-2 victory for Eastern Lions. Whilst Camboy Eagles, don't they become another team in flying form ever since they get the new coach Kalon. They don't go some games without being defeated, and now they play against Diamond Stars, way hungry for points, and they'll be able to come from behind for win by 2-1. Some very, very interesting one there, and I think the table really don't look hot for different teams them. For Eastern Lions, that the table at the moment, Fambul, Eastern Lions don't go up to 6th position, Cambo Eagles don't go up to 8th position, and Port Authority still there 5, whilst Bantal don't count 7, and Diamond Stars, because they're not able to win, then they 17th position. The pressure on the build up. But we'll go look at other results that moving take place. On Saturday, we see say all Edwardians been getting a 1-0 victory over Freetown City Football Club, and just the day before the Saturday, we will see some other very, very interesting results then. But Monday night football or Monday evening football get for happen. Usai we get for see today. FC Kalon go entertain Wilberforce Strikers now approved school, and the mighty Blackpool go test their nerves again against Abacha City. Then at the repeat of the FA Cup semi-final fixture, we mighty Blackpool book and place for go na the final of the FA Cup. So mighty Blackpool go test their nerves again against Abacha City, and that one they get for be a very strong test. Of these two, Uswan really edgy.
Well, just for make any comment on this semi-final.
No, this not to the semi-final. I'd say of the two matches, FC Kalon versus Wilberforce Strikers and mighty Blackpool versus Abacha City.
Well, with the newly appointed president of Ole Edwardians, let me just take a look at this man. FC Kalon, if them beat, then go come instant and at the 5th position we go. That is the 2 matches then, because they don't play the list, but everybody don't play the list. 26 games played, so as to get a game in Anna. So if them beat, they will totally get 43 points. Then will come at the 5th position, and Port Authority will shift a little bit. So
I think now a game this way they really need.
Definitely.
Because if they win, it can mean say they can go as high as 6th position, go on top of Eastern Lions. And now game this way they need before they prepare for play the game at time against all Edwardians, where depending on the results of this fixture, go mean say FC Kalon go need for both start themselves up for able to pick a point against all Edwardians.
Definitely. And Kalon, they actually do the entire, so they play fine football, but not just that, injury.
Results and
definitely injury and the result, the draws now make they actually they get some back set. But really the FC Kalon, if they beat the 2 games they all, they will compete against Bo Rangers.
Yes, for the other game, now SLFA Academy today, mighty Blackpool against Abacha City. A win for mighty Blackpool can see them go from 11th position to 8th position. Then in a points different way, Kuchelo man go to Yan for get against Abacha City. But again, Abacha City not go on for see mighty Blackpool beat them 2-10 inside one green ground. Now the league in different competition them. So Abacha City also need for win for come out now the drop zone. At the moment they get 28 points, and a win for them can see them go as high as 12th position or 13th position. And then in a one way then go one for relish for reduce the pressure on themselves ahead of the next round of fixtures. For you, what do you expect in this one?
Well, like you say, we posted in a relegation zone in the play with all of a might.
Yeah, imagine yesterday at the international scene West Ham.
Definitely.
Able forget 3-0 victory where you don't tell see them.
It was very unfortunate for them. But here, Abacha City and Blue Stars, they all two don't play list game again. So if let's say they all two beat one part the Wusum Stars and another Luau, wow, they will come down back again. So really, and get for be a tough match. But for play against Mighty Blackpool as they are right now, and get for be a tough one really.
Yeah, Mighty Blackpool don't improve generally from waiting be there happen, but in recent times they know they draw points. So apart from the FA Cup results, the last game inside the Premier League they lost against a team from the relegation threatened zone, Diamond Stars. So this one can be another tricky fixture for Coach Yellowman, because if you look at the way our points to go now and the way our teams are at the relegation zone really prepare for create upset, all is not done until the 90 minutes. So Mighty Black will get a very, very big one for keep an eye on Abacha City. They're very good on and off possession, and then go on for create an upset. The last match for this match week, when match week 27, match week 28, I beg your pardon. Bulom Stars go play against Slifa Football Club. Now they approved school. That one they go play on Tuesday. Well, that's not how things stand like. But Alfred, we'll get a very, very interesting one this week. And before we look at the fixture, whose team really don't surprise you at the moment?
Well, na Cambo Eagles with coach Ishmael Kalon, as you rightly mentioned earlier. Now, somebody actually we don't see ever since he don't come in and don't revamp the entire team. Today it's not been the try, but ever since he has been appointed, we don't see now the team.
And he take them from relegations.
So you see, this particular team don't surprise me a lot amongst all other teams. But congratulations to the man, and I'm praising will continue with a good job we don't start so that thing will take the team go CAF Confederation next season, because as of now.
Yeah, this season I forget higher status for the team. But I think Cambo Eagles really, like what you don't say, under Coach Ishmael. And the last time I get an interview with him, he say nothing no different. It's just that he try for bring back the basics of waiting. It don't be add discipline to the way how the players and they play, because if find out that the team get quality and you know add anything different, you just use what you meet and able to pick up things there. But, so if you look at in performance in recent times, out of 9 games, you don't win 5, you don't draw 3, you don't lose just 1 in recent times. So I think you don't get the best of seasons where in predecessors they'll not be able to forget for pick up points, and now with the kind side and then at the table, Campbell Eagles don't the 8th position, then table ranking really don't claim up to some notch. So a massive one for Campbell Eagles if they continue like this.
Yes, indeed, Jaffa. Sorry for cutting you on a month actually. Now let me just take a look at this coach here actually and get the quality as that of Michael Carrick of United. So let's say
who knows?
Yeah. So if let's say he has been appointed before, and in fact before don't be one of the toughest competitors now, but not just that will not be somebody can say had I known 90 Kalas, but really you don't try. And again, as you mentioned, he say actually, but he added something there. The team was struggling with something, and that is discipline
and the character, yeah.
And we see right now what's happening now in Madrid to make a reference. if a team not get discipline, one in the ways of playing or the character how the players that they portray, that's all they make the team they set by. They need to get results.
If you continue like this, if you don't lost game or even just stick with draws, it can end up in the top 5. If you even forget consistent results in winning, it can likely end up in the top 4, top 3. So it don't show itself. It don't show the management of Cambo Eagles about waiting them for expecting next season. That is, if they're able to get the right support for bringing the kind of quality we want for bring. Well, some coaches are able to forget the best of 4 seasons. Definitely. They're not able to forget the second season to the north. So I think it'll happen with many other teams that will be make the begin for pathways with some coach.
It's the Lions another one again.
Yeah, so would wait for see how it will complete the season first off and how it will start the full season for Cambo Eagles. Remember, it really don't create a fortress now at Kenema where many teams where they go there now. You really get a good one for your money for getting results on that one day. But look at the table as it stands at the moment for the Lerock Premier League. Bollinger is still there on top with 57 points, and in second position, 10 points difference. Star Sports Academy is on second with 47 points. All the Warriors in third position. Seth don't get 47 points with a game at hand. And after 28 matches for some of these teams here, Bible Warriors don't play 28 matches in fourth position and get 46 points. In fifth position, Ports Authority have 28 matches, then get 41 points. And in sixth position, Eastern Lions now don't get 40 points. In seventh position, Bantal FC get 39 points. And in eighth position, Camboy Eagles don't get 38 points. FC Calon sit on 9th position at the moment and then get 37 points. And Wilberforce Strikers, they 10 and get 33 points. Same for Mighty Blackpool in 11th position, they get 33 points. In 12th position, Aslifa Football Club, then get 31 points. Wusum Stars sit on 13th position at the moment and then get 30 points. Lower FC, they 14th at the table, then get 29 points. And in 15th position at Bulom Stars, we get 29 points. Abacha City sit on 16th, then get 28 points. And in 17th position, Diamond Stars get 27 points. In 18th position, Freetown City Football Club gets 24 points. This is not how things stand like, and we will continue for the update we listeners them, but how the table will develop from term to term. Alfred Jana, this is now the table we'll get, and quickly, we want to take a short pause, but then the number 077981981, the number we will use 077981981. You can use them for call and make your contribution and add the voice to the different thing. Then we will look at inside this edition of the program. For the next edition after the break, we will look at the international scene. This time we will focus on the championship of different leagues. Them at the international scene. Arsenal, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, and a whole lot more. Plus a brief insight on the U17 female team where they continue the World Cup qualifiers match where they go play, and you go know more about this one. But we'll take a break. When we come back, we continue the program.
Brace up yourself and ready for another sports program. That na Sports Update Extra, where they come to you live from Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM, from Monday to Friday, as you will get detailed discussion and analysis on team them, like football,
little chance for a marker now, Sierra Leone with a magnificent equalizer,
cricket, with other sporting discipline them, plus policy statements them.
Having overt conflict that will affect the sport, the legislation gives us the powers to deregister you.
And international sports news, fixture, and results from top league them na Euro. So, for just 45 minutes every day, listen to Sport Update Extra on Radio Democracy 98.1 FM from 10 o'clock morning to 10:45 as yourself will get a chance for add your voice to the program.
The program Sports Updates Extra Day continues. 077 981 981 at the number we go use. 077 981 981 now the number we go use for be part of this edition. And add the voice to the different thing then we will look at inside this edition of the program Sports Update Extra, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. 077 981 981 at the number we go use. 077 981 now the number we go use for be part of this edition and add the voice to the different thing they will look at inside this edition of the program. Alfred, now let's turn your attention to the international scene. Like I be asked this morning we'll start the program. I say you get a very fine weekend for being an Arsenal supporter in a time like this. They say many Arsenal fans and the cooks the support now they wait for the Champions League, forget the loud one. Now the same for you, or you don't celebrate your own?
I'm not celebrating my own yet. As some monkey say, this is not just the smoke. The smoke, I know the people they say right now. The fire they be and they come. We are the 30th on Saturday. If we win a particular one, the entire Freetown, the entire world, as though you are a king, you don't talk say if and someone football day, let us not continue for win the Premier League. And we don't see how the entire winning of itself be with somebody can champion. And we Arsenal the can champion. We see but Kuma they will hide, they will left Arsenal. They only come back. Some man say Arsenal they win cup, some man be doing angry boots, some man go talk, some man be doing angry jazzy. Say me support one day with me, but I don't argue for Arsenal. But now that Arsenal win, it don't contribute one to revenue. Some man be they say ginger beer, some man be they say water. But ever since Arsenal win the league, somebody say cap now. Somebody say Arsenal gown, somebody say Arsenal jersey. So these are some of the things we be the yarn for. And again, we see the entire world, Uganda, Asia, and even Salona also we see some people they march, some man they even they jog.
But now your first trophy this first major trophy we see.
But I see we win FA Cup.
So now you enjoy this one pass mark. But then look continue 077 981 981. Also for the U17 female team, they play today now Benin inside the U17 Women's World Cup qualifiers, and they play against Benin today inside Benin. And that one they go play at 3:30 p.m. Salon time. Just an update on that one day, but we continue. The number again 077 981 981 is the number we go use. Alfred, why should we wait for more calls? A message from 077 981 981 line. Mo Bangura from Mamba Ridge, they say tomorrow Nigeria they play Zimbabwe in a friendly encounter. For Leon Stars, waiting at the update for the new technical team. Well, Mobangoa, just like you, we save the wait, but we go make the Salon Football Association also know say, then say for understand say the people want for no, but waiting at the latest around this process. And remember, if your team get for play in June, then tell you if you don't get results about who that get for lead the team. You know, go find we'll just get any kind of person or waiting, but the person when he come, he will get for deliver and able for get for know the players them, able for setting structures right. He can't do it one day or 1 week and go into a fixture where you not prepare better. So just for the sake of better preparation, also Nandigo serve as a massive one for them, for them able for hastening up and do the work fine and give Famble them a word or two. But Udago lead Leon Stars in any of the match they will go play again. But Alfred, Dana for Mamba Ridge, Mobangoa for Mamba Ridge. Now, let's turn attention again to the international scene. We see the English Premier League don't conclude, other leagues and we don't conclude before that term day. But English Premier League will get some very, very tight to race for teams that will for qualify, go Europe, and also we will get another tight one between Tottenham and West Ham. The Europe challenge for go Conference League or Europa League versus the relegation battle also want to be more tricky for watched yesterday.
Well, now the battle for actually remain. We be see we say West Ham game be done, and the entire fans behind the studio they watch at the screen. We Tottenham they play against Everton. It be so tough that the keeper be doing fantastic save. Once away, if you do almost each, I could remember Jeremy Doku scored a goal against the same Everton. If that player was scored ball yesterday, the entire fans. But again, Tottenham, even before go yesterday, they will still get a chance because of goals conceded.
Even on points, and we get points past West Ham even be draw.
Definitely.
And so West Ham.
And then we forget. I think they forget the same point.
Then we need for loss for lay West Ham for be able to qualify. So, but like the real things happen. You feel for West Ham, or was it a taste of their own medicine because they're able play their own part very well? Because at some point they may get a chance for close the gap between them and Tottenham. You play against Newcastle, where to some maximum extent, irrespective of form, now team the way you can cater West Ham and Newcastle as teams of the same cadre. In a moment like this where you look for points, you're able to get a point in that game day, irrespective say something we're not in good form, but manage for able to get a point, let the game draw, then effect your relegation battle. But for depend on a team like Everton, we're not a top team for play against a top team in the English Premier League, at Tottenham, we just dropped because of form in recent times. Was it a good option for West Ham going on to the last day?
Well, Jaffa, I feel for West Ham United. As a fan of Arsenal, I hate Tottenham with passion. I be actually hope and see there yesterday for men to go relegate. One last season, Son Heung-min they get a chance for score against Manchester City, but he did it deliberately, knowing that if he for scoreable lay, as time for crown champion. But what he did, and blind the keeper. So me want if now we for play against even West Ham yesterday, when I want for make West Ham not get the gate, don't therefore get the gate. I saw for which Arsenal lost in national 13 nil safe. But to be sincere with you, West Ham therefore get player therefore left there, Jared Bowen, Somerville, of course Matthias Fernandez.
Jared Bowen might go to an old club when a whole city will just come up. So we'll get much talk about because go one play against in whole club except otherwise. But that is that for them. Look at the European battle. We get some first timers. Everton, Bournemouth also they part of the mix. We get Sunderland, where they part of the mix for go inside Europe for England. Of the two, which one a massive leap for?
Well, now Sunderland. Could we imagine a team coming from the championship, promoted from the championship?
You really expect this one from Sunderland because they start well, but at some point they break down, then begin to drop points. Because remember, at some point they compete heavily with Manchester in 4, 5, 6 position, but all of a sudden they find themselves at the second half of the table, and then they pick up with the last 6 games. They will forget points. We make them able for go so. Them and Brentford would have really not show class in this season.
Brentford.
But Brentford play a very good season.
I'm coming, sir. I'm coming. Brentford. Now, they were competing and say to this final end of the season. And let me just take a look at Sunderland. There was a reason for them actually before can lost. The star man, Ghana Xhaka, was injured. And when we see her in return, we see him can pick up the form. And the entire Sunderland team pick up again. So, Brentford will be the series they play against Manchester City against Arsenal. They will give a headache. But so the final end of the season can be for drop. They will draw. Definitely. But Sunderland, they say they will get 1 point difference with them Brighton. And they begin believing say if only Sunderland for play against Liverpool and United are there. The form where United are right now, that beginning they beat again. Yesterday, we see them beat the first score against Chelsea, 2 goals to nothing. And by then, Brighton and over beyond, they are losing to United. And congratulations, by the way, to the young man, this Bruno Fernandes, for him being the top all-time Premier League assist we in Seta yesterday, 21 now in a single season. So that particular man yesterday, of course, congratulations to him.
Yes, plenty thank you on that one. The 077 have been the number, but then we'll not get better time again. Alfred, plenty thank you for be part of this edition. It'll be very interesting for look at all of the issues there. So Fambul, plenty thank you for you listening, and plenty thank you to the one that we watch in our Radio Democracy Facebook and YouTube page. The discussion will continue for the next edition of the program. We go happen tomorrow, same time, same frequency, and go look at another issue in sport. So enough for tune to the same dial. We don't bring count on this one from my name na Jaffa Mans Davis. Until the next edition, we'll say plenty thank you to my producer Musa Kamara, and also plenty thank you to the people that we work behind the scene for make sure so we get good sound and pictures on our social media page. DJ Schoolface make una get to live on a different radio set them, and Mary Kamara Bangoa make una see you live on Facebook and YouTube. So till the next edition, have a nice day. Goodbye for now.